na ha se ya mene wo kase de Ghana ye mampani bo apro enamienu wo fra omantem mu metre the Volta region of Ghana na aprobo no emu no dwabo kese aye boy ye edeje mampani awa 2 wo fra omantem ho no mu no na wode nsem bia ba betodwa efa the Foreign Affairs Ministry the minister in person asebe wosan mrahye bedwani wo the Volta region na ensemo a president aka de afa Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa ho twemu anache se ministers a wafa omo bo adwuma nyina minister asebe watimi ama ono mampani John Dramani Mahama na nima benyam wo the international stage eso no Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa anache se he is one of the hard working ministers. Like I say minister obone homodene pa this appointees, ministerial appointees imudia na honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Ebinu witremu anokre no ewo ho a yento sebe asem na na mampani aka no because ye hwa Okudzeto ebone homodene pa when it comes to diplomatic relations, and he deserves the praise and accolades. President John Dramani Mahama ediamano ewo noa ne mantle emu, that is enimunyam share to the highest degree. Now yeba kotie ebra president edin semwe etuja na yaba ya to ansem so.
Member of Parliament, our hard-working Minister of Foreign Affairs, indeed, I mean, being here, I must tell you that he's among my hardest working ministers. And every credit that I have attained on the international scene, it is he who has done the legwork. The UN resolution on reparations, it was him who did all the traveling to convince the 123 countries to vote for us.
Abusia mampani akasa na wochemu amrahye bedwani the man of tongue sanso double as the minister for foreign affairs no na wochemu say sebe wa oyade papa, one of the hard working ministers wa appointed ewo ne era yi mu a wo bone homodene na sebe abaso bone no munyam sha ono mampani enya no ifi amanfo ho from the international world no ni nyina as a result of the Foreign Affairs Minister ne modembo eni na dwumadin a oye na nsem we beto odwa no say the medical aka no Ghana for bebrechemu a no kre na mampani aka no ebisu chem said this is going to breed some kind of hatred via say bi mu enyo wo modani ade wiase de nipa ye nipa hu say onyonko ko na ni meja na say ye bona basco because mampani shedan gina baby shedan bobo ministers a mo ya ade ni ade. So for Okudzeto's name to be mentioned and recognized in this way, no, ebichema mampeni kwatwetwe nsem de aba. Lo and behold, mino kasei Supreme Court, one of the judges wabe born homodene power Ghana hanum say lawyer William Atuguba judge Atuguba utidina no wa kai ni pakra woye wababe kasa ochemu a wajnase adwen ho antiase de ntia besisa brei the founder of the National Democratic Congress ne baba Zenato Rawlings woye mashebedwanim de Emma Koliklote besinde appointment ayamoma nyina no adenti na Zenato de yema ni bi enti se obi ji abasobode no na ebi nso busa de enti ayeyi obi esi nchen because according to Yera William Atuguba no obi believe say Zenato Rawlings possess that qualities obetimi serve as a very good minister in this era of President John Dramani Mahama say na wodin sem no atuja.
Somebody like Zenato Rawlings. She's not a politician. She's a woman of the people. I've been following her activities. I don't know, I've never spoken to her, never met her. But I'm convinced that that's the kind of politician people should aspire to be. Until now, And that's why I don't get involved in political sector. I don't know why she's not yet a minister. I hope by saying that I've not destroyed her chances. From social media, it seems there are, sometimes they even announce her as Deputy Minister of Health. I say, oh, she could even be the substantive. Then something, but I think there's something that, why not? Why not? Such a woman of principle, of dedication, of integrity. Why not?
So that is a year Ura William Atuguba and I would say Usha Zenata on your politician crowd or no podie because Usha the modern board ni jume dini adia warrior and one was say besin day. Why not? Why not? Rutimus Wakanem Prensa. Why not say besin day Zenato has not been given any ministerial appointee na yejina baby. Na ye bo obi nso abaso na chese abaso body ene de ye but then those that deserve it nso no we say ye de emo ebi chese mampani asemo a Ratuguba ka ne de no kre o ya che Zenato has proven herself beyond recognition say obetimi aye in a ministerial job no aye ni ye it's high timer say mampani be reshuffling bi no apɛ bi de na sha onfa ne nhye because the way amanfo busebusa no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has to do the needful. Now, woman penny probo wo from mantemu ho no na wakobo de ye moso. Amafo enim one of the oldest factory Volta region, North Tongue district, Yera Okudzeto Ablakwa, Nimpeswa Eswa, na the Juapon textile factory, as they say in your friend Volta Star Textiles Limited, VSTL. San yenina yenim no mono, no more producing grey bafts. Na fenka, wonim diemuno, and a history lane. When they produce the grey bafts, they take it to places like GTP, no monswa die, ne aye hun ejumani ate. For some time now, the company no wabre ye papa company from light bill debt de kokoko niema bebre ntino the factory ni ntimi ngina na namonso mabani akwa akohye North Tongue for bosse emprempren yi de wo mo be hyase no ma ye bribi de afa factory no ehun se de be ya e be hyase aye adwuma biem e ba ne sa kromanfo wo ho no benya adwuma ye na afin so importation no etwa na afi ya yetimi aye de wo krom ha yentie kwan se de mampani efa so de nsem we etudwa.
The revitalization of this factory will create sustainable jobs in the Juapong area. It will strengthen Ghana's textile value chain, and it will reposition Juapong as a vibrant industrial hub, complementing our broader investments in agriculture, commerce, and infrastructure. And one of the things somebody asked was where we're going to get the cotton to spin. Arrangements are being made to sign a memorandum of understanding with the government of Benin to supply us with cotton from Benin to feed the factory in Ghana. I wish to inform Togbi Mamao and the workers of Volta Star Textiles Limited that very soon the transaction advisor is bringing the strategic investor to visit the factory and start the design for modernizing the factory.
NT President John Dramani Mahama na yetensema wadeto montenso na chese ochiremu dia ene Juapong textile factory ayenyina yenim no sese no as VSTL no enche ebesha se aye adwuma biem since 1968 and as our company we wo musi ye ebehia cotton ne ade a wo ede beye grey baft ne na mampani chem se wo mo be import ye benya bi ede free Benin aba na fe that is the raw material we need in the production no nti wo benya bi afi Benin di aba na fe ya be ye niema na chese hu se factory no bo adwuma wo eye kan se Northton abato empeswa eso. So this is a good news for the people of Northton. Yeah, she kwan say enche no dwumedi ni be hyase na omonso omotimi enya adwuma aye ewo empeswa no so. Ne nyina mu no enye dwabo na se nko a na mampani ko ye ewo fra mantem wasan ekopie mu ewo UHAS ho siapon kese a ewo hono University of Health and Allied Sciences na mampani kopie mu ewo hono lab project kese pa na wo mu ewo school ni mu se be faculty no pharmacy kakra be wo mu nursing ba medical science for ne wo mu nyina be nyenya wo lab akwaye wo niema no na wo mu atimi akopa ho ntuma mampani ekobo ho apro kohwe 2014 and wo mu sha se wo mu AC sa lab we de ama UHAS adesuafo afei ena sabre de timu se project na akonanim akodu ba bi edru ehemfa potin ena project no edru yenka mampani ho na yenhwe se de adwuma no akwakodu ye kiremu a 72% complete ena sabre mu edru yenhwe emra.
A project that started in 2014 and we're in 2026. How many years? 12 years. Really. It will be already over the duration it should have been delivered. It will be over budget. But that's one of the bad things about us. I think we have finished this on time. We would have spent much less money if we completed it. Now I'm sure the cost will be about 4 or 5 times what we originally budgeted to use. But it's still better late than never. One who has to be a center of excellence, in the sub-region. A university that is strong on innovation, a university that is strong on research, and I think that laboratories, are exactly what universities need. So I'm happy that we have probably the biggest laboratory complex in the sub-region, and I was happy to note that there is a laboratory that makes Noguchi for pathogen research and vaccines. You work closely with the National Vaccine Institute, and I think that will be a very important thing, because it's paradoxical, because several years ago when I was president, we tried to do a vaccine trial in the Volta region, and people rose up in arms and drove us out and said, don't allow any vaccine trials here. Today we have a laboratory here where we will research on pathogens, and it was that trial that eventually came up with the Ebola vaccine, and so I'm happy that, UHAS has taken this up. The minister has already responded. We've noted what you said. The need for hostels actually is almost all over the universities all over the country. The need for hostels so that more students can live on campus. They go through a lot of inconvenience having to commute, from town to university. Also, a lecture complex, so that eventually when we finish this, we can move them out into into appropriate lecture halls, and like the Vice Chancellor said, a library. But we'll capture these, year by year. Yeah, what we've done is we readjusted the GET fund to deal mostly with the priorities, and as you know, we've uncapped it to get more funds coming. And so we'll satisfy your needs year in, year out. Every formula we do will capture something very important for this university. So I'm sure that over the next 4 or 5 years, your needs should have been properly attended to, so that UHAS will move up to the level that the person who had the vision for it, Professor John Mills, will rest well in his grave, knowing that the university that he dreamed about has become one of the best in the country, not in the country, indeed on the continent. Yeah. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again. The road work is ongoing. They've done the design and everything. Of course, the bypass is on, and so we are scoping the campus roads so that we can design and do all the roads on campus. Once there's a contractor working nearby here, you can be sure that we'll just add the contract to the contractor to continue. He will move his machines from here until he has done all your roads for you.
So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has just address the academic staff here at the University of Health and Life Sciences. Here, His Excellency will continue his working visit to where he will be addressing a debate on health. I understand that the conversation will center on the free primary health care, and those are some of the areas that His Excellency is just about entering his vehicle to continue his tour. But what we are seeing here now is students who are gathered on campus cheering him up. They are excited about this wonderful project, which is going to improve standards here as far as education is concerned. So here at the University of Health and Life Sciences, this facility has office spaces, radiology simulation center, physiotherapy lab, astronomy lab, dental simulation lab, and a small animals lab, and almost 80% complete. So we'll end here and we'll continue with the conversation as His Excellency engages the people of Water region.
President John Dramani Mahama na probo a wobo wo ye fra omantemu no emunsem ni bi na ye de abremu no. Now ye free President John Dramani Mahama nsemi so wo ho, but then still